Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. We're gonna do a quick video here. I'm gonna try to replace some boot sole inserts on some Tech 7 Alpinestars. You can see I have some wear through there, and on this one we got some good repair needed. I know the boots are dirty, but we're gonna try to do it anyway. I'll clean them after I get the sole off, but here's what I got from Alpinestars. They're little like inserts. You can see they're really like, it's hard. Like there's like, it almost feels like a really hard plastic, like metal in there, but it's not metal. We're gonna get these off and we're gonna put those in and try good old shoe goo. It was recommended to use this stuff to bond these on. So stay tuned. We're gonna give it a shot. These were $40. You can get them on alpinestar.com. You gotta call like tech support or send them an email. They'll get back to you. $40 per set. And then you gotta get some glue. I got this on Amazon, shoe goo, just generic shoe goo, and we'll give it a shot. I'll see how this works out. So that went pretty well. Took about 10 minutes, maybe less, to take them off. Things that I'll throw as pointers. Obviously I got a good heat gun. I got one of those Wagner ones. Home Depot sells these. This stuff's still hot, but little tips is when you're doing this, make sure you saw I had it like on a stand. Don't melt your table and stuff. But getting it really hot is the key. You can start right here near the toe, it's thinner, but towards the heel it's real thick, so you gotta let that get really hot. And the best tool was the needle nose pliers. If you don't have a hole in it, I would start with the lip right here and get like a pick tool like this or a flathead and kind of like just peel it up, so then you can get the pliers in and roll it like kind of like a sardine can. So we're gonna move on to the next step, which is gonna be, I'm gonna clean the boots. I should have did it first, but just seeing if this is gonna work. So I got the soles all off. We're gonna clean them up with the die grinder. This one came out pretty good, nice and clean. We'll clean that up. We're gonna grind the bottom of these with my die grinder. I got a 36 grit cookie on there that's worn, so it's probably like a 40 grit. And then I'm gonna use the good old shoe goo. Shoe goo guys got back to me. They told me to put a layer on both sides of the, one side of the insole on the bottom and the other side of the boot. A coat of each on both. Let it sit for 2 minutes and then stick it and tape it or clamp it, whatever you're gonna do. But I'm gonna use duct tape and I'm gonna put it on my heat dryer, my boot dryer, and we're gonna see how it works. Stay tuned. I should just delete this process because the shoe goo is way too thick for me to put the inserts on, but keep watching and I'll explain. All right, we're back after this nightmare. I tried to glue the soles on the time lapse. You'll see. I just want to point out, don't use this garbage. It's got too much build. I was being cheap, and yeah, I had to pry the insoles back off. There's glue everywhere. It glued, but it didn't stick. It wasn't sitting flush. There was too much build, so they weren't like, I don't know how to say it, like, say there's the seam. It kind of was like on like that instead of being like in there like that. So we're learning as we go. Big mistake, don't use the shoe goo. I bought this stuff, Alpinestars recommend. Barge, it's a cement, so I'm assuming it's a contact cement. I had to grind all that down. So they're saying to grind this down. I used a 36 grit disc on my die grinder. I grind all this down really coarse, and I made sure these fit on there nice and tight. So you do the same. Put them on and make sure they sit like flat so you won't have anything hanging up. And what the can tells me to do is to coat these with one coat, and that one coat, let's sit 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, and then press them on. And you're supposed to use a press, but we're gonna use our hands and a hammer if we have to. I might even put them on and like walk on like a piece of pipe to get them to stick, but or stand on the pegs of the bike. So stay tuned, we'll time lapse this. All right. Thin layer of contact cement on the boot and the insert. Let's sit for 5, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Then once you mold it together and press it on, it's glued. That's how quick it is. Let it sit 24 hours, they recommend, and that's it. So I'm at the races. I figured I'd just throw them in there and try them out, but I used that shoe goo to fill in like all the spaces. I actually found a good use for it because that gets hard and it fills it. But yeah, they look good. I'll send you a video of after if they fall off or not. Just gonna do a quick wrap up on the boot sole installation. They lasted a race. Didn't fall off, so that bark stuff really is a contact cement that works good. And I use the shoe goo, like I said, to get all like, see the clear stuff. The yellow stuff's the bargs, but the shoe goo's there. Yeah, they're not going anywhere, so I'm not afraid to do this. Tested it through a mud race, and yeah, I mean, like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, please list it below and I'll get back to you. But it was a pretty effortless job once I got the right glue and, you know, the heat gun, figured out the process. But it's your general population can do this. It's not bad. $40 for that, the soles, inserts, and $30 for the barge cement. So I got enough cement to do 50 boots. You can buy like a tube for 10 bucks, I think, but I just went with the can. Anyway, like and subscribe, like I said, and good luck. Later.